everyone, welcome to WoW Events by Ice Lighting. In this video, I am going to cover the world event Pilgrim's Bounty. So, what, where, when, who, what am I talking about? So basically, in November, if you check your WoW calendars, you will see between the 20th and the 27th, there is an event called Pilgrim's Bounty. So this is happening in capital cities, and it's to celebrate food. So sort of like harvest festivals, Thanksgiving, just the WoW version. So if you head to a capital city, out the front you're going to find a bunch of tables and quests. So I'm here! Now what? You've made it to a capital city, you've seen the tables, what are you supposed to do now? Well, totally up to you. There are dailies to do, there are standard quests to do, there is eating to do, there is achievements to do, and there are 2 pets you can get from here. So let's start with the achievements, as it sort of ties into everything that's going on here, and you'll be working towards achievements you don't even realise are there. So if you open up your achievements panel and you make your way to world events, you will see listed in there Pilgrim's Bounty. Now there are a bunch of achievements you can get for this, and we're going to start with sharing is caring, because this is probably the easiest one and the one you're going to do without realising you're doing it. So remember these tables. Basically, in order to get this achievement, you need to sit at the table and you'll be presented with 2 options, possibly more if there are people around you on the table, but if you're by yourself, you've only got the 2. One is eat the whatever chair you're on, or pass it. So you'll see all the chairs have names. This one was the pie chair. This one here is the stuffing chair. So pass it even though there's nobody there. If there was somebody there, they would be passing whatever's on their chair, so therefore you wouldn't have to move. I hope that makes some kind of sense. But generally, in order to get this achievement, all you have to do is pass all 5 food items. So that's your potato, your stuffing, your turkey, your cranberries, and your pumpkin pie. And once you have passed the final one, you will get the sharing is caring achievement. Now there is a quest that tells you to eat 5 of each one and you will get a buff called the Spirit of Sharing. So since you're sitting at the table anyway, eat each thing 5 times and you will get that, and then you just need to repeat that in your faction's cities as listed, and you will get the achievement for that. So next up is Food Fight. Now this one requires other people to be around, so you need to make sure there is somebody else at the table. You just need to pass the food when they are opposite, so not next to you. If there's anybody either side of you, this won't work. They have to be on the opposite side, so when you pass, it just goes over and hits them in the head. So the next 2 come hand in hand. You have Pilgrim's Progress, which is to complete all the dailies, which can be done in 1 day, by the way. And Now We're Cooking, which is how you complete the dailies. So as you can see, you do them together. So in order to get the recipes that you need to cook, you need to speak to the vendor, who will give you a cookbook for 1 silver. So once you've picked up the cookbook, you then need to open it and the recipes will fall out. The only one that you might find a problem with, well, in fact all of them you might find a problem with if you've never done classic cooking. If you haven't done any classic cooking, this is going to be a problem because it goes all the way up to 280 skill level needed. So even my whole character here, I'm not at 280, so I had to work for this one. So once you can make the things, you can hand them in and then you can get rewards. So Turkey Lurker requires you to shoot rogues with the turkey gun. So where do you get that from? That is handing in the quests where you had to create the items that we were just learning. So you can see here that this is some of the rewards you can get, and I'm choosing the Pilgrim's Bounty, which when you open it up, you will get money. You should get a 1-shot use of the turkey shooter, and if you're lucky, you get the pet. Now, you can only use this once and then it's gone, so you need to locate a rogue to shoot. So once you've shot your rogue, they will turn into a turkey. Now, anyone you shoot will turn into a turkey, so this is where you're going to have to be specific, because you need to kill these rogues. Now, because it's a 1 use only, you're going to have to do this daily to collect all of these. So just a side note before you go off and do dailies, each area has an item that's not available in the others. So for example, Undercity here has pumpkin, which is for the pumpkin pie. If you go to Ogrima, they will not have any pumpkins. So stock up, because the dailies are going to ask you for different things. I literally took 100 of the pumpkins to Ogrima, and then from Ogrima I then bought 100 of the item there, and then from Thunderblast again 100 of that item. That way I didn't have to worry about which daily was needed by who. Going back to those rewards, you are going to need the Pilgrim's hat and then either the attire, robes or dress to get these next two achievements. So you're going to need to have completed some of these quests. The first one is pretty simple. All you need to do is have your dress, robes or attire, wear them, and then go and sit at each of the opposition's tables. So for Horde, it's the Darnassus, Exodar, Ironforge and Stormwind table. So the second one takes a little more doing. You're going to need to be wearing the hat and then either the attire, dress or robes, and you need to go to Outland. Make your way to Sethic Halls and then just plow through. Most of you are already 60. Really, it's like easy. This is done on normal. Just make your way all the way to the boss and kill it while wearing those items. It won't work if you're not wearing them. So the last one is the Turkinator. So this one's kind of amusing. If you're Horde, you need to go to Undercity and Tristful Glades. If you're Alliance, you need to go to Stormwind and Elwyn Forest. And you will find there are now wild turkeys running around. If you kill one, you have 30 seconds to kill a second one. And you will see up in the top, there is a count going on. Every 10, you're going to get a new name. So the first 10 is Turkey Hunter, and then when you hit 20, you will then get your new title, which is Turkey Domination, and then 30, you will then be given another title, which is Turkey Slaughterer, and finally, the 40th is Turkey Triumph, and you get the Turkinator achievement. So that is all the achievements, and there is a top level achievement called Pilgrim that rewards you with the title and of course a pet. So not only have you got the pet that can drop from the bounty, you also are guaranteed the plump turkey pet by finishing this off. So I hope you found this video useful. As always, thanks for watching and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.